another 27 piece quick weave, real quick, because I don't have all day. This is the hair that I always use, Tara, 27 piece. Today, it's Velvet Remy. You know, this is a 27 piece I prefer to use because you can curl it. It's 100% human hair, so I absolutely love using this brand. There's plenty of 27 pieces out there, but this is what I prefer to use. I did sleek my hair back, and I have a little cornrow going out, and I'm just gonna tuck it up like so and put my wig cap on. I have this protective shield on my hair. That's why you see these little white flakes all over. That's what happens when it's dried. So to protect my hair from the glue. So they have that in black as well. I don't know why I picked up white, but it doesn't matter what type you use, white, black, it doesn't matter. Just as long as you protect your hair, because we don't want to lose our edges. We don't want the glue to rip our hair out. So make sure you protect your hair. Make sure that when you put the protective shield on, it dries completely. So when you put your stocking cap on, the protective shield won't soak through your stocking cap, because then your hair, when you're trying to glue the hair on your head, it will not stick. It'll be too hard. So make sure it's completely dry. And I'm about to start put my stocking cap on. So the hair is like this. This is the shortest, this is the middle, and this is the longest piece. Now you always start with the shortest, and then when this is finished, you go to the middle piece. When this is finished, you go to the long piece, and you know your hairstyle is finished. But to cover the back and to get some sideburns, I'm going to use like one track of the longest piece, and then I'm gonna put it away for later, and then start with the shortest piece. So I'm just gonna use like one track from this and get some stuff, because we want the sideburns to be long, and this is too short to cover the back and to give us a long sideburn. So I'm just gonna start with the longest piece and put it away, and then start with my shortest. Okay, so this is what the longest piece looks like. I'm just gonna remove one track, and this should be enough for a little bit in the back. Let's measure, right, because we want it long, and then a couple pieces at the side, so we have it long like so. Yay! So I've already glued 2 tracks in the back, just 2, just so we can have the back long. And I cut the remaining pieces, small pieces like so I will have for the sideburns. I'm gonna use 2 on this side and the other 2 over here. Yep. And then we're gonna go to the shortest length. We're gonna put the longest length away for later and start with our shortest length until we're completely out of the shortest length. So this is 2 pieces. Try not to get any glue on your hair. You don't use too much glue. Just make sure the glue is just on the track. If you use too much glue, then it's going to seep down onto your hair. So just use a tad bit, enough to stick the hair to your cap. And again, if your hair is dry, then it will stick pretty easily. Just like so. And then another piece on top of that. And we have our sideburns. So we have the longest piece. They just remove one track from the longest piece just to get this and to get that. Now I'm going to get my shortest piece, and I'm going to use all of this starting at the back from ear to ear, and I'm going to work my way all the way up to wherever it ends. So I'm just going to go from ear to ear, ear to ear, ear to ear, and I'll come back when I've finish all my shortest piece. So I'll just take one track and I measure from ear to ear, well, from side to side, because I passed my ear. So right there is where the last track stopped. I'm just going to go over the last track and come over here, measure. See, that's where the old track stopped, and then we go over it in. So from side to side, and I measure. I hold it where I want to cut it, and I just cut. Right, and then if you can't see the back of your head, I don't really need to look. I just feel where the last track is and put the other track on top of that. But if you can't do that, use like a mirror or something, just hang it up behind you so you can, it'll help to guide you so you can see what you're doing, so you don't, you're not all over the place. So I don't need to use a mirror. I'm good like that. Finish with the shortest length, and this is where it's ended. There's no more pieces left. That's it. And I'm about to go in with my middle longest piece. I'm basically just going in a horseshoe. This section I'm going to leave for the longest length, so I'm not going beyond this point. So I'm just going like that, going in with my middle longest, and I will be back. You see some tracks stop here, some stop here. I'm always working in a horseshoe. It doesn't necessarily have to be from here to here. You can, to build a backup, you start short, like from here to here. Then you go back in and you go longer. Then you go back in and you go longer. So you start your horseshoe small first. A small horseshoe, you glue that piece, go in with another track, a little longer horseshoe, go back in with a little longer horseshoe until you get up here. So make sure you're building the back up, or you're not just going, you know, straight to here. Start off short and work your way up. This is where the middle longest, or the middle piece ended. As you can see, I left the front out. I left this top part for the longest piece. So yeah, this is the shortest and the middle, and this is where it has ended. I used all of it, every last piece, until I ran out and there's no more. So hope you can see that. So yep, so I'm about to go in with my longest piece, and yes, I am exhausted. I wish there was somewhere I could sit down and do my hair, but not possible. So let's go in with the longest. This middle area, I want to do it a little bit different. So instead of laying the tracks, you know, regular, I'm going to lay them like so. So I'm not going to put the glue where it's supposed to go. I'm going to put it behind it, so I have it flipping up. So we're going to see how that works out. Hopefully I can achieve the style that I'm going for, but I'm going to flip the tracks, go in different directions. So let's see. So it might look crazy now, but it will be cut. So yeah, but I'm just going measuring like I did, like, you know, in the back from side to side, in the little space that I have, and I'm cut the hair. I'm just reversing the tracks. That's all I'm doing. Putting the tracks in reverse. So instead of gluing it this way, I put the glue on the back. So that's how I got that to flip up like that, and put it on the back, and I'm just going from side to side. Before I glue any more pieces in the front, I think I want to, oh, it's already itching. I think I want to cut the hair, cut it down some. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it down so I can see what I'm doing, where I'm going, how it's going to look, you know, how it's all coming together. Let me do that now before I do the front. So I'm just cutting around my sideburns. Take your time, cut at an angle. Cut. We don't want the sideburns that long, so of course not. That will look ridiculous. So I think that's a good length for sideburns. I might take off a little bit more, I don't know. So yeah, that should be long enough. So just, you know, angle your scissors downwards and cut around your ear like so. So as you can see, I cut a lot of it down to really short. If you're using a brand new razor comb, just be careful. Take your time. Barely go in. Don't go in too deep, because you will end up cutting too much and you'll spoil the hair. So I'm not digging. I'm just, you know, barely cutting, staying on the top. You know, we're gonna cut in layers. So we're just skimming off the top, right? And if we need to go in any deeper, like say around the ear, then we switch to the shortest side, and that will cut. That won't trim, it will cut, like you see. So don't use the shortest part, because it will cut the hair, like just straight cut it off. We use the longest part and just go down, you know, a little at a time, not too much. Take your time. You can even, you know, cut in different directions, just as long as you don't go too deep. And yep, you made it depends on how short you want it. I want it to be you know, this is the length I'm looking for, pretty short. So but if you're not looking for something this short, then you don't have to cut it down so much. Finish cutting the back and the sides. So that's what I'm left with. I can't really see the back too well, but I'm guessing it looks okay. I have my mirror back here, a little beauty store mirror that I bought, real cheap, and I just kind of put a little rope on it, hang it so I can see in the back while I'm shaving, and that's pretty much what I've got so far. So now I'm going to complete the top. Look it right there, I need to cut right there. I'm going to go in with my longest piece and complete the top part. So I shall return. What I'm doing is I'm flipping, I'm turning. Instead of gluing the tracks the regular way, I reverse it so I can have the flip. So I did 2 tracks like that, and then I go in on top of that and I put the track the regular way to get that crazy look that is going on in the front. So 2 tracks is flipped and 2 tracks go the regular way. So it's going to give me some kind of volume. It's going to be messy. The curls are going to be just all over the place. It will be cut down, and I will go in with my curling iron and correct it. So that's what I'm doing right now. So flip, 2 regular, 2 flip, and I'm just going to continue doing that until I get to the center where I will put my closure right up top here. So I'm pretty much done with the crazy looking top, and this is what it looks like. So what I basically did was I flipped 2 tracks in the opposite direction, then flipped 2 tracks in the regular direction, and flipped the 2 tracks opposite. So I did it like that. So that's how I got to this volume. And then I think my closure is somewhere there. The closure, it comes with the pack of hair, so I didn't have to create a closure. So what I'm going to do now is let it sit for a little bit and dry before I cut it, because I might start cutting and then the tracks will start slipping out. So I'm just gonna allow it to dry a little bit before I cut it. It may not look like I cut much off of it, but I did cut a little, pretty much a little bit amount. So I'm basically just training the hair with my fingers the way I want the curls to lay. So these curls, I'm going to curl this direction, going down like so, coming towards the front. The rest of the hair will be curled how it's already flipped. So I already flipped the tracks when I was gluing them in, and they're already up, but I'm just going to use curling iron to just, you know, make them a little bit more flipped, you know. So let's curl this bad boy up and see what it looks like. My curling iron is at 455. That's the highest that it will go, and the hair is already flipped, but I am flat ironing it in the same direction that I flipped it. And as I curl it, I'm going to find areas that I want to cut, so I'm definitely going to cut some more. So that's what I'm doing. Curl it, cut, curl, cut, until I get a desired pattern. I don't know how it's going to turn out, how it's going to look. I'm just going in different sections, just picking some of the hair out and curling. So I'm not using any comb to part or anything. I'm just grabbing a section of the hair and I'm just curling. So we'll see how it turns out. So this is the final look after it's cut and curled. Let me give you a view of the back. And I am in love with this cut. I don't know, it's different. I've never worn my hair like this before. I've never cut it like this. I've always just done it regular, but I am definitely feeling the color, and I'm feeling it. It's yeah. I think I'm gonna get plenty of compliments on this one. So yeah. So I hope you guys like it, and I hope it was a detailed video that you guys can go and watch and just buy the hair and do it yourself at home. I hope it helps. So until next time, I'll see y'all.